Hi, this is Glenda. This is what I've been working on. It's a little battery tea light decoration, so it's a bit hard to show it sideways like this, but I thought I'll quickly show you those. These are done with a silhouette file. If any of my subscribers would like a copy of it's a Silhouette Studio file, so you need Silhouette Studio to use it. So I'll just turn on my lights and come back. One thing that surprised me a lot with this was how much R&D I had to do. Here's my little pile of didn't quite work ones. I thought I was just going to make a box and stick a tea light in it and I'd be done. But yeah, I had to actually work at it, so I will quickly show you the assembly of this box. The Silhouette file cuts two of these pieces for the sides and one piece that goes inside to strengthen the bottom, which I found I needed. So the other thing you need is two little pieces of vellum for the windows. You need to make sure that you've got two opposite ones, which is how it cuts, but then when you flip them over you can't tell anymore, so you want two different ones. So I've already put some tape on the bits of vellum. Just put a few bits of extra tape on the box. Stick that down. Try to avoid the folds, it keeps them cleaner. Just burnish that down. You could obviously do this, change the nativity scene to flowers or patterns. You could do up the outside of the box, you could decorate it with flowers and ribbons and lace and make it very shabby chic if you wanted. I thought I'd keep these simple. I have no idea, this is again for our market, no idea how well they'll sell, if they sell at all, so I'm only doing a few just as yet another prototype test. Make all your folds. That one goes the other way. Now I've also used a 3/4 inch circle punch because it was too hard to work out how to get the Silhouette file to cut the dip that I wanted, so I thought this is just as easy. I'm just lining up my inside piece with the edges to use it as a template to punch a hole. Oh, this punch locks up every time. Oh, it doesn't like this card. This is a bit thicker than what I've been using. It really doesn't want to punch it. I haven't had that happen before. There you go. So I'm just doing one because I don't want to get it in the wrong spot, and I keep doing that. So we want to put some tape. Oh, actually, if you put the tape on before you punch it, it's actually a fraction easier. because you can just use one piece. And then you also want some tape on that piece. This tape should go on the other side. This is the second time I've done this. Okay. Sorry, these pieces go on the inside. One advantage of not using sticky strip for this, I have a feeling it may not come off as easily. The sticky strip was nearly run out, so I was too icky to use it just as well. Okay. Please don't tell me I've done it again. I have, you know. These should not be opposite, they should be the same. Okay, I am of course an idiot, and what I've just spared you is watching me cut out another piece, because the pieces of course have to be facing the same way, not opposite. And having recorded this, hopefully if I make one again, I'll take note of my mistakes and try not to make them too many times. So I've cut a fresh piece because I couldn't save the old piece, and I'm putting on my tape for my vellum. I did say this thing was not as straightforward as I thought. Some of it's my complete stupidity, and some of it just wasn't as simple as I thought. Okay. So Silhouette's a lovely machine, but it doesn't break any speed records. I'm waiting to have my morning tea, and I thought I'll just do this first. Okay. Now I still need a piece of tape on here. So we put it on the outside of the flap. Just lining up the two pieces. Burnish it down. Now you need to punch a matching hole in here, and I've been waiting till I get to this point so I don't do it in the wrong spot each time. As you can see, I'm prone to doing things a little bit wrong. So I'll see if I can make the impression and punch it. Then you can also take a little nick out of this panel if you like, it's not essential. Okay, so we're going to take the sticky off that, and that one just folds over like that. Hopefully lines up well. Gee, this black cardstock is marking as I go. You could of course stamp or emboss or anything on this before you assemble it, even before you cut it out, but I'm almost still in prototype stage at this point, so I'm just keeping them simple. So there's our little box. We can take the tape off. You could equally do this with any little gable box, and you could die cut a pattern out of it. You don't have to have an electronic die cutting machine. It's just the idea of putting a tea light in a box. It's not exactly original. So we're just going to fold these in, trying to keep everything straight. Turn it over, squish it down a bit. Just make sure the inside bit fits. And I'm going to use liquid glue for that. Just that, because these little tea lights have a button at the bottom to turn them on, I found the bottom needs some reinforcing, otherwise it just all pushes in as you try and push the button in. And that was one of the hardest parts of this whole thing, realising I needed a hole in the bottom, because it's not terribly satisfactory to have to open the box every time you want to turn it on. Although you can do it that way, you could just forgo the whole thing, especially if you're just doing it for yourself. I'll just burnish that one down too. And you can cut off any little uneven bits if you want to. I mean, this is only the bottom of it. Then all sorts of interesting problems trying to get this to be in the right spot and stuck on. So I think these are the super duper glue dots, the really chunky ones. I think what I've decided is to put them on the box rather than the candle, because I kept ending up with them showing through the hole, and then the hole would be all sticky, and it's better to have a bit of sticky exposed inside the box where nobody sees it anyway. So then take your candle, line your button up. These are available in all our discount stores, and they vary in price again, so shop around. They're anything from $1 to $2.50 each candle. So you just want to make sure that you can see the button, and then press your candle down really well. Yes, this black card I was just marking. Don't know about that. I may have to glimmer mist the whole thing just to disguise that. Think about it. And the other thing I've done on these is add a little bling for a star. So hopefully the easiest way to turn these on seems to be a pointy thing. And there's my little tea light box. No drama whatsoever. So anyway, thanks for watching.